Today we are unboxing Marvel Superheroes Beginner Box from Magic the Gathering. Looks like it comes with 2 instant play decks, 2 learn to play guides, 2 play mats, 8 jumpstart decks, and 2 spin down life counters. There's some images here. So we'll do a quick one. We'll roll through and check out all the stuff, and then I'll return and do kind of like a deep dive on the cards themselves. So let's bust this bad boy open. Apologize for the fireworks sounds. It is 5th of July. Alright, so looks like we have these look like tokens. This pretty much looks like an ad for other Marvel stuff. Rules and reference guide. Iron Man deck quick start guide. Captain America deck quick start guide. Now I'm not a big fan of pre-con, so I'm probably going to bust all these down and make some custom decks. This is pretty cool. It's a playmat, but it's hard. It's like a Monopoly board. I guess these are tokens and counters. +1/+1 counters. I'm not sure what these blue and red things are here. Here's the other playmat. It looks identical to the other one. Captain America shield. I guess it's kind of a quick guide to the colors, but it's in like using like Marvel terminology. There's one of the spin downs. There's the other spin down. I guess these are the 2 decks. Iron Man deck, Captain America deck. I said it came with 8 jumpstart decks. So what is that? Surely that can't be this. Well, start opening up these cards and check them out. Maybe we'll find the jumpstart decks along the way. Tokens, we got villain, robot villain. It's kind of like a guide of, okay, yeah, these are just instructions. Alright, 4th of July. Let's start with Cap. We have Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes. The 2/2 legendary human soldier hero creature. Winter Soldier enters tapped. Okay, he's a 2/2. We have Mandroid Squadron. A 0/4 artifact human soldier creature. When this creature enters, you gain 2 life. Land. The Wasp, Janet Van Dyne, a 1/1 legendary human hero creature with flying. When the Wasp enters, she deals 4 damage to target tapped creature and opponent controls. Hawkeye, Clint Barton, a 3/5 legendary human archer hero creature with vigilance. The Falcon, Sam Wilson, a 3/3 legendary human hero creature with flying. When the Falcon enters, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control. Captain's Defense, target blocking creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Draw a card. Captain America Steve Rogers, 4/4 legendary human soldier hero creature with lifelink. Whenever Captain America attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on another target creature you control. That creature gains indestructible until end of turn. We have Ant-Man Scott Lang, a 2/2 legendary human hero creature. For 4 colorless, put a +1/+1 counter on Ant-Man. Mockingbird, Bobby Morse, 3/3 legendary human hero creature. Whenever Mockingbird is dealt damage, put a +1/+1 counter on her. She must survive the damage to get the counter. Soldier on an instant, put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature, untap it. Hero in Training, 2/2 human hero creature. When this creature enters, draw a card. If you control another hero, you gain 2 life. Hawkeye's Shot. This spell costs 2 colorless less to cast if it targets a tapped creature. Exile target creature. Please stop here, play your first game, and then come back. Okay, so maybe these are some of the other stuff here. Bunch of land. Bunch of land. Oh, that's pretty cool. Plains. It's not exactly a plain, but Thriving Heath. This is land. It enters tapped. As it enters, choose a color other than white. To tap it, add 1 white or 1 mana of the chosen color. Okay. Pacifism. This is an enchantment. Enchanted creature can't attack or block. Oh, that's pretty cool. Fall to Earth. An instant exile target creature. Each player gains 3 life. Basic land cycling. For 2 colors, discard this card, search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle. Okay, so it's Evolving Wilds. Iconic Shield, artifact equipment. The equipped creature gets +1/+2 and has whenever this creature attacks, another target attacking creature gains indestructible until end of turn. Equip cost of 3. Wondrous Revival. Sorcery, return up to 3 target hero creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. I don't know how to say this. I know it's a Valkyrie thing. Valkyrie Skyrider. A God Warrior hero creature. 3/4 flying. When this creature enters, you gain 4 life. Okoye, Dora Milaje leader. 3/2 legendary human warrior hero creature. When Okoye enters, create 2/1/1 white soldier creature tokens Attacking creature tokens you control have first strike. That's pretty nice. Hawkeye Clint Barton already had this, so there's 2 of those. Another hero in training. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. 2/4 human spy hero creature. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, that creature gets +1/+1 till end of turn. And if you zoom in here, that looks like, I'm gonna say, I almost wanted to say Peggy Carter, but I'm thinking maybe Melinda May, maybe Dum Dum Dugan, and what's that guy's name? Stillwell. Could be wrong though. Who knows? Brave Brawler. A 2/1 human warrior hero creature with lifelink. Power up. 4 colorless, 1 white. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on this creature. Activate each power up ability only once. Reduce the cost by its mana cost if it entered this turn. Looks like I always forget that guy's name. It's something like Dead Man or something, but it's not that. It's something like that. That looks like he's fighting some Inhumans. He's got Sam Wilson with him. Peggy Carter, Secret Agent. 2/1 legendary human spy hero creature. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gains indestructible until end of turn. Agent of Atlas. That's Jimmy Woo. 2/2 with prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 till end of turn. Now we get a jumpstart packet. More land, swamps. Check out this swamp. Like a sewer. Natasha and Clint. Thriving Moor. This land enters tapped. As it enters, choose a color other than black. Tap to add 1 black or 1 mana of the chosen color. Hour of Defeat is an instant destroy target creature. Surveil 1. Looks like Killmonger and Black Panther. Visions of Villainy. This spell costs 1 colorless less to cast if you control a villain. You draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. It is an instant. Dark Deed. Got Bullseye and Electra. Instant. Target creature gets -4/-4 until end of turn. Minotaur. Roxanne CEO. 4/4 legendary Minotaur villain creature. Whenever Minotaur, Roxanne CEO, or another non-token creature dies, you create a 2/1 black villain creature token with Menace. Roxanne Brutes. 4/4 human berserker villain creature with Menace. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Basic land cycling for 2 colorless. Glamorous Grapplers. 3/3 human performer villain creature with Menace. This creature, who are these? I'm thinking maybe Titania on the left here. Other than that, I don't have a clue. This is a deep cut. It is beyond my abilities. Weird. Crossbones, Malicious Mercenary. 3/3 legendary human mercenary villain creature with Death Touch. Whenever another villain you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on Crossbones. He deals 2 damage to each opponent. This ability triggers only once each turn. Tombstone, Career Criminal. 2/2 legendary human villain creature. When Tombstone enters, return target villain cards from your graveyard to your hand. Villain spells you cast cost 1 colorless less to cast. Baron Strucker, Hydra Overlord, 2/2 legendary human villain creature. Villain spells you cast cost 1 colorless less to cast. Whenever another villain you control enters, you may have it connive. Do this only once each turn. Ninja of the Hand. A 2/2 human ninja villain creature. Death Touch. Power up. 4 colors, 1 black. Each opponent discards a card. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Boomerang. Blade Finger. 1/3 legendary human villain creature. Whenever Boomerang attacks, he deals 1 damage to each opponent and you gain 1 life. 1/2 Red Room Recruit. 1/2 human spy villain creature. When this creature enters, it connives. Looks like the end of that. I guess that was like a villain packet. We got some blue. Oh, there's an island. It's a Viv Vision flying over the George Washington Bridge. Looks like Kamala Khan. And maybe, is that Miles? I don't know. There's someone on the back of that bus. I cannot tell who it is. It's drawn very small. But we definitely have Kamala Khan and Viv Vision. Oh, looks like Nova near the front of the bus. So maybe it looks like some champions. Thriving Isle. This land enters tapped. As it enters, choose a color other than blue. Tap, add 1 blue or 1 mana of the chosen color. Krakoa, maybe? Frozen in Ice. An enchantment. Enchant creature. When this aura enters, tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature loses all abilities and can't become untapped. Thirst for Knowledge is an instant. Draw 3 cards, then discard 2 cards unless you discard an artifact card. Futurist Forge. Artifact. When this artifact enters, draw a card. For 3 colorless, 1 blue. Sacrifice this artifact. Draw 2 cards. Vibranium Energy Daggers. Artifact equipment. Indestructible. Equipped creature gets +2/+2. Equip cost is 3 colorless. Repulsor Bots. 4/4 artifact robot hero creature with flying. When this creature enters, return up to 2 other target artifacts and or creatures to their owner's hands. Okay. War Machine, James Rhodes. 3/2 legendary artifact human hero creature. It's kind of weird that he's an artifact. With flying. Whenever War Machine attacks, tap up to 1 target creature. Victor Mancha, Runaway. 4/4 legendary artifact human hero creature. When a Victor Mancha enters, exile target card from your graveyard. You may play it for as long as you control Victor Mancha. So tech heroes or artifact creatures. Aimbot, 2/3 artifact robot villain creature with flying. Ultron Drone, 2/3 artifact creature. 2/3 artifact robot villain creature. Power up, 6 colors. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on this creature and create a 2/2 colorless robot villain artifact creature token. See, those 2 creatures, it makes sense that they're artifacts. Shield Deployment Drone, 2/2 artifact robot creature with flying. When this creature enters, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. Hydraulic Helper, a 2/3 artifact robot creature. It is the defender. Tap and add 1 blue. This mana can't be spent to cast a non-artifact spell. Aerial Doombot, 1/1 artifact robot villain creature with flying. Power up, 5 colorless, 1 blue, put 3 +1/+1 counters on this creature. So I guess that was like a tech artifact packet. More blue. We get an island here. Looks like Ant-Man. Yeah, Ant-Man there. Another Thriving Isle. Stark's Ingenuity. as an enchantment, enchant creature you control. When this aura enters, you may pay X colorless. If you do, draw X cards. Whenever you draw a card, put a +1/+1 counter on enchanted creature. Trickster's Stratagem. This is a sorcery. The owner of target creature an opponent controls puts it into their library second from the top or on the bottom. Then up to one target creature you control connives. Depower. It's an instant. This spell costs 2 colorless less to cast if it targets an attacking creature. Target creature gets -4 or -0 until end of turn. Draw a card. Herbie Scout Unit. A 2/1 artifact robot scout creature with flying. When this creature enters, draw a card. Then you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. The Superintelligence Enchantment. Enchanted creature. At the beginning of the upkeep of enchanted creature's controller, that player draws a card. Draw a card at the beginning of your upkeep. Aim Scientist. 3/3 human scientist villain creature. When this creature enters, it connives. Basic land cycling for 2 colors. Blue Marvel. Adam Brashear. 3/5 legendary human scientist hero creature with flying. And Ward 2. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Blue Marvel. Whenever you draw your second card each turn. Okay. Graviton. Fundamental Force. 3/3 legendary human villain creature. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, choose one. Target creature gains flying until end of turn. Tap target creature. Atlantean Cavalry. 3/2 merfolk soldier creature with vigilance. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Okay, I'm seeing the synergy here. Bold Biochemist. 1/3 human scientist creature. Is that Bill Foster? Maybe. I don't really see anything that indicates it being a particular character, but I could be wrong. Never mind. Right here. Bill Foster. Power up 5 colors, 1 blue. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature and draw 2 cards. Brawn. Amadeus Cho. This honestly, and legitimately looks better than Amadeus Cho does in most comic books. 1/1 legendary gamma scientist hero creature. When Brawn enters, draw a card. Power up 4 colorless and 1 blue or green. Put a +1/+1 counter on Brawn for each card in your hand. Aimbot. We already had that. Alright, so that's the first one. Now we have the Iron Man deck. Although there was a lot of Iron Man stuff in those packets. Look at it this way so I can kind of flip them up. Alright, we have Happy Hogan, Dauntless Driver, a 2/1 legendary human pilot creature. We have Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff, a 2/2 legendary human assassin hero creature. These guys have no abilities. Land, 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 land. Quicksilver, Pietro Maximoff, 3/2 legendary mutant hero creature with haste. Well, I would hope so. Repulsor Rays, sorcery. Repulsor Rays deals 3 damage to target creature. Scarlet Witch, Wanda Maximoff, a 2/3 legendary mutant warlock hero creature with menace. Indeed. We have Spider-Man, Hometown Hero, 5/4 legendary spider human hero creature with reach. And when Spider-Man enters, target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. Iron Man, Tony Stark, 3/3 legendary artifact human hero creature. With flying, attacking creatures you control get +1/+0. Whenever you cast a red spell, create a 2/1 colorless robot hero artifact creature token with flying. Hulk, Bruce Banner, a 7/4 legendary Gamma Berserker hero creature with trample. Power boost, enchantment, creatures you control get +1/+0. Crimson Operative, a 3/2 artifact human villain creature with prowess. When this creature enters, exile the top card of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play that card. Land. Concentrated Fire deals 5 damage to target creature. Instant. Smashing Spree. Instant. Target attacking creature gets +3/+3 and gains trample until end of turn. Land. Land. Here's the stop here. So let's see these packets. Land. 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 We have Mountain. Looks like Tony Stark's penthouse. Thriving Bluff. This land enters tapped. As it enters, choose a color other than red. Tap to add 1 red or 1 mana of the chosen color. I don't really recognize this setting at all from Marvel. Mount Wundagore. Look at me not reading flavor text. Marvelous Melee. An instant, it deals 6 damage to target creature. Basic land cycling, 2 colorless. Furious Strength. Enchantment. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has menace. Hire a Crew. An instant, create a 2/1 black villain creature token with menace. Then creatures you control get +1/+0 until the end of turn. That is the Wrecking Crew. Experimental Armor. Artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has flying and haste. Equip cost of 2 colorless. Lightning Strike. Instant, deals 3 damage to any target. The Immortal Weapons. Legendary human warrior hero creature. 4/4. Whenever the Immortal Weapons enter, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, target creature gets +2/+0 and gains menace until end of turn. Looks like just a variety of Iron Fists. She-Hulk, Jennifer Walters. That's She-Hulk right there. That's what she's supposed to look like, in case anyone was confused. 4/4 legendary Gamma Berserker hero creature with trample. 2 colorless, 1 red, sack a land, draw a card, and put a +1/+1 counter on She-Hulk. Wiccan, Young Avenger, 3/3 legendary mutant warlock hero creature. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, exile the top card of your library. Enter your next end step. Until your next end step, you may play that card. Iron Lad, Young Avenger, 2/2 legendary human hero artifact creature. Blah, blah. Iron Lad, Young Avenger, a 2/2 legendary human hero artifact creature with flying. Non-creature spells you cast cost 1 colorless less to cast. Patriot, Young Avenger, 3/2 legendary human hero creature with prowess. As long as Patriot is equipped, other creatures you control get +1/+0. Stature, Young Avenger, 2/2 legendary human hero creature with reach. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Stature has base power and toughness of 4/4 until end of turn. Speed, Young Avenger, 2/2 legendary mutant hero creature with haste. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may pay 1 colorless. When you do, target creature with haste can't be blocked this turn except by creatures with haste. Next packet. Land. 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 We have a forest here. Looks like She-Hulk. Maybe some other. Nope. Thriving Grove. Land is tapped as it enters, choose a color other than green. Tap, add 1 green or 1 mana of the chosen color. Oh, that's Hulk. Colossal Collision. A sorcery, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Then that creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature and opponent controls. Basic land cycling, 2 colorless. Fang Swing, an instant. Spell cost 2 colorless less to cast. If it targets a hero you control, target creature you control deals damage equal to twice its power to target creature and opponent controls. Team Transmitter. An artifact, whenever a hero you control enters, you gain 1 life. Tap to add a mana of any color. Flora Colossus. A tree folk creature with hexproof. Flora Colossus's power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control. Savage Land Dinosaur. 7/6 dinosaur creature with trample. Basic land cycling, 2 colors. Wakandan Royal Guard, 4/4 human soldier hero creature with vigilance. When this creature enters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. If that creature is another hero, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it instead. Five, 4 Atlas. Atlas, Sizable Stooge, 5/4 legendary human villain creature with reach. Whenever Atlas attacks or blocks, you gain 1 life for each creature you control with power 4 or greater. Warriors of Wakanda, 4/4 human warrior creature with trample. Fabulous Frogman, 3/3 legendary human hero creature with reach. Gert and Old Lace, Runaways, 4/3 legendary human dinosaur hero creature with trample. When Gert and Old Lace enter, you may discard a card. If you do, search your library for a basic land card to reveal it, put it in your hand to shuffle. Moonboy, Dino Rider, 2/2 legendary ape human creature. Dinosaur spells you cast cost 1 colorless less to cast. Whenever Moonboy attacks while you control a dinosaur, Moonboy gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Undercover Scroll, 1/1 scroll shapeshifter villain creature. As long as there are 2 or more creature cards in your graveyard, this creature gets +2/+2 and is all creature types. Tap to add 1 mana of any color. Land, 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 more land, land. There's a forest. What do we have here? Looks like Black Panther and Killmonger, maybe. There's another Thriving Grove. Another Colossal Collision. Training Regimen. Enchantment. Creatures you control with +1/+1 counters on them have trample. At the beginning of combat, on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Punishing Punch. An instant, this spell costs 2 colorless less to cast if there are 2 or more creature cards in your graveyard. Target creature you control deals damage equal to twice its power to target creature and opponent controls. Feral Ferocity. Target creature gets +4. Feral Ferocity. Target creature gets +4/+4 until end of turn. It is an instant. The Thing, Ben Grimm. Dude, they put no neck on him. I don't hate it though. 7/7 legendary human hero creature with trample. Whenever 1 or more heroes you control deal damage to a player, put 2 +1/+1 counters on the Thing. Beast, Erudite Aerialist. A 3/3 legendary mutant scientist hero creature. As long as you put 1 or more +1/+1 counters on Beast this turn, he has flying. Whenever Beast deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. He has flying? Mr. Hyde, Monster Within. 2/2 legendary human villain creature. At the beginning of your upkeep, choose one. Put a +1/+1 counter on Mr. Hyde or remove a counter from a creature you control. If you do, draw a card. Another Warriors of Wakanda. Gamma Grotesque. 3/3 Gamma Horror Villain creature with Vigilance. Power up 4 colorless, 2 green. Put 3 +1/+1 counters on this creature, then draw a card for each creature you control with a counter on it. Hellcat Undying Vigilante. 2/2 legendary human hero creature with haste. When Hellcat dies, return her to the battlefield under her owner's control with a +1/+1 counter on her. She loses all abilities and gains haste. Knight of Wundagore. A 2/1 cat knight villain creature with trample. Whenever you put a +1/+1 counter on another creature, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. This ability triggers only once each turn. Serpent Specialist. 1/1 human snake villain creature with death touch. Power up 3 colorless, 1 green. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on this creature. Land. Whole bunch of land. There's one of those swamps. Another thriving moor. Hydra Infiltration. Enchantment. When this enchantment enters, target opponent discards 2 cards. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Infernal Rebirth. It's an instant. Return 1 or 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. Basic land cycling. For 2 colorless. Doom Blade. An instant. Destroy target non-black creature. Ultimo. Civilization's End. A 6/5 legendary robot villain creature with menace. When Ultimo enters, each opponent sacks a creature of their choice. For 2 colorless, 1 black, discard this creature. Each opponent sacks a creature of their choice. Madam Hydra Reanimated. A 2/2 legendary human horror villain creature with menace. Madam Hydra gets +1/+1 for each creature card in your graveyard. Whenever Madam Hydra enters or attacks, mill 2 cards. Arnim Zola Biofanatic. 2/3 legendary artifact creature. Scientist villain. 3 colorless and tap. Create a tap 2/1 black villain creature token with menace. Activate only if there are 2 or more creature cards in your graveyard. Another Glamorous Grapplers. Kingpin's Enforcers. 2/3 human villain creature with lifelink. 2 colorless, 1 black. Sack an artifact or creature. Draw a card. Hydra Troopers. 3/2 human soldier villain creature. When this creature enters, create a tapped 2/1 black villain creature token with menace if there are 2 or more creature cards in your graveyard. Otherwise, mill 2 cards. Agents of Hydra. 1/1 human spy villain creatures. When this creature dies, create a 2/1 black villain creature token with menace. Doom Servo Guards. 2/2 artifact robot villain creature. When this creature enters, you gain 2 life and mill 2 cards. Project Deathlock Soldier. 1/2 artifact zombie soldier creature. 2 colorless, 1 black. Return this card from your graveyard to your hand. And that's the end of that. Looks like some pretty decent cards. I don't see you being able to build like 8 or 10 decks or whatever out of this, and I really don't see you being able to make just 2 big decks out of it either. But personally, I see a lot of stuff in here that could improve decks that I already have. Lore-wise, I think everything looks good. The art looks good. A lot of the abilities and stuff track and are relevant to the characters that they're referencing. There are a couple exceptions. I'm going to find them right now. Okay. We have Hulk. First off, Hulk should be a green card. It's just the way it is. He should be green. And they should have a red Hulk, which would be a red card. Because it would make not only red is red and green is green, but the red Hulk has fire abilities. And green is all about like stompy monsters and stuff. And that's... Don't tell me Hulk isn't a stompy monster. Also, when you look at the Hulk and the Thing, power toughness, 7774. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. Now, this head-to-head would result in both of them dying. I'm almost cool with that. But Hulk is strongest there is. Hulk is stronger than the Thing. Deal with it. And Beast. Beast gets flying. That's insane. I know he's an erudite aerialist and that he's incredibly acrobatic, all that stuff, but he has flying. Like giving Spider-Man reach, I understand. But what do you guys think? Do you think that these cards match up with the Marvel characters that they're representing? Do you have Marvel decks already built? Did you use this set? Did you buy packs? Let me know in the comments.